The Bible speaks clearly about the sanctity of marriage. It is a sacred covenant between a man and a woman ordained by God Himself. Within the safe and loving boundaries of marriage, physical intimacy is a beautiful expression of love. However, the Bible strongly condemns any sexual relationship outside of this sacred union. This includes the temptation to seduce a neighbor. The commandment, "You shall not commit adultery," Exodus 20:14, is not merely a rule, but a protection. It safeguards the sanctity of marriage and the well-being of individuals and families. When we break God's trust in this area, there are always consequences. These consequences might be spiritual, emotional, or even physical. God designed marriage to be a source of joy and fulfillment. He intends for us to experience the fullness of love within its protective boundaries. When we honor His design, we experience the true beauty of intimacy. We are often faced with temptation in a world that doesn't always value purity. However, we are not powerless. The Bible gives us practical guidance to overcome these challenges. Proverbs June 27:29 warns, "Can a man carry fire next to his chest and his clothes not be burned? Can he walk on hot coals and his feet not be scorched?" This vivid imagery reminds us that even getting close to temptation is dangerous. Instead of flirting with danger, we must actively flee from it. We must set boundaries. Avoiding situations that could lead to compromise is crucial. This might mean limiting contact with individuals who tempt us or avoiding places that awaken wrong desires. Prayer is our lifeline in times of temptation. When we confide in God, acknowledging our weaknesses, He strengthens us. He is faithful and will provide a way out. Remember, we don't have to fight this battle alone. The allure of forbidden fruit often blinds us to its bitter aftertaste. The Bible warns us that sin always carries a cost. Galatians 6:7-8 reminds us, "Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. Whoever sows to please their flesh, from the flesh will reap destruction." The consequences of sexual immorality can be devastating. Broken trust, shattered families, and emotional turmoil are often the bitter harvest of infidelity. Furthermore, there is a spiritual price to pay. Sin creates a distance between us and God. It damages our relationship with Him, the source of our true joy and peace. God's desire is not to condemn us, but to restore us. He offers forgiveness and healing to those who turn away from sin and seek Him. His grace is sufficient even in our deepest struggles. True intimacy is a gift from God, meant to be enjoyed within the covenant of marriage. It's not merely about physical attraction, but a deep connection of hearts, minds, and souls. When we embrace God's design, we experience the fullness of this gift. This begins with cultivating purity in our thoughts and actions. Matthew 5:28 reminds us, "But I tell you that anyone who looks at a woman lustfully has already committed adultery with her in his heart." Guarding our hearts and minds is paramount. We must be mindful of the media we consume, the company we keep, and the thoughts we entertain. Surrounding ourselves with people who uphold godly values can provide invaluable support. Choosing accountability partners and mentors who can encourage us in our walk is essential. Ultimately, our relationship with God is the foundation for purity and healthy relationships. When we seek Him first, He transforms us from the inside out, enabling us to love and respect others as He intended.